What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai Premium Star Ace Kong Skull Island. Kong. I could just say Kong Skull Island, sure, but you know, it's the title of the movie, and then there's the title of the figure. That's right, my zillions. We got yet another Kong here, and it is the probably way too pricey Kong Skull Island from Bandai Premium / Star Ace. I don't know who did what, you know, who was a manufacturer and who was distributing it. Well, Bandai Premium was, but I don't know. You know, I don't know exactly who sculpted it, who's in charge of this. You guys can let me know. I'm just gonna like really refer to it as Bandai Premium because that's where it went up, and I feel like that's pretty accurate. You know, it is unofficially, I guess, part of the Kaiju Bangachi line. I don't think that that term has been referred to for this one anywhere. At least I haven't seen it. I could be wrong, but not on the US side at least. There is Star Ace in there, there is Bandai Premium, so we'll just leave it at that. And we'll leave it as a piece that I really needed to get, even though I don't really dip into Bandai Premium too often. I should really change that. I really should. Because there's been some pieces lately that I kicked myself for, you know, passing on, but they were pricey and I just couldn't do it at the time of the Mechagodzilla set and the Jet Jaguar set. At the time they went up for pre-order, couldn't swing it. And I don't really feel like paying aftermarket prices on either. Sigh. However, that's neither here nor there. I am a huge Kong fan, and we are well into Kong season right now. So without any further ado, let's get to this review. Kongs, like the Playmates, and the 9 Modelism. And my final thoughts? Well, I like it. I do. It might have sounded like I might not have, but I do. I think this is a really interesting piece. It's definitely, to me, stylized a bit. You know, that's the real thing I could get behind is I do feel like it's stylized a bit because the head sculpt isn't quite Kong. The legs do appear a bit short, so the proportions are a bit off overall, but I do like it overall as a Kong. I think it's really well done for what they gave you. I mean, the sculpt work is tremendous, and the paint is beautiful. And I really like the Myers Squid effect part. That's what I'm gonna call it. I think it's really well done too. So in those terms, with that in his mouth, I think this makes a really stunning display piece. So yeah, for any faults I have, the overall package to me has been worth it. I do like it. I do think Bandai Premium is pricey. Heck, Star Ace is pricey too. But if we're just counting this as a Bandai Premium figure, in the vein of like some of their other single figures like Frankenstein, which I did review here, it is pricey. These things do get pricey. I wish they were a little bit cheaper, but like you look across the board and Bandai Premium gets pricey. And they've been even pricier. You know, Jet Jaguar set, like close to $200, right? There was the King Ghidorah set and the 2 Mechagodzilla sets with the fake Godzilla and stuff. So yeah, they do get a bit pricey. This guy being around $100, it was 90 plus shipping, you know, whatever. I took it over $100. I'm glad I got it, you know, but I could see somebody saying it's way too pricey, and I can't blame him either. But I am glad I got it. I'm glad I got to review it because I think it's awesome. Overall, it's a really cool piece and fantastic for my own personal Kong collection. So there you have it, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below, and please like, comment, subscribe, share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out.